I did a comedian sort of competition thing at Amused Moose, which I think was in Soho, and that didn't go so well. It was shit, actually. I was shit. Um,
What's up, YouTube? Oh, yes. Yeah, that's good.
what's up, YouTube? Hello, it's me again. I just spat at the camera. Sorry. I hope it came out nicely. Actually, it'd be good to see if the little droplets of spittle are nice and clear on my webcam. Not nice for you probably, but you know, at least it's not in 3D. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going on about. Hello, good to see you again. I'm going to do another reaction to somebody who subscribes to me. He's called ThePeckham Poet, and his real name is Tom Daniels, is it? I think. Anyway, it's on the video, so you'll see it in a minute. Let's see what I think of this. I'm quite excited because, again, it's nice to have messages from people saying please react to my stuff, and hopefully lots of people will watch it, and that'll be good for him and it'll be good for me, and we'll all be happy, like a sort of virtuous circle of love and respect and hormones. Right, good. So let's dive right in to this.
Whatever happened to Jimmy Savile and Gary Glitter and Michael Jackson? Whatever happened to the PAEDOS? Whatever happened to the PAEDOS? All together. No more pedos anymore. No more pedos anymore. Yeah. You do it for Mark Turkish, you fucking do it for me, that's about right. Right, I've lost, one of my cufflinks broke. That's why I'm fucking looking a bit like fucking woo, Elvis Presley sort of thing. I thought if one of them breaks, I might as well take the both of them out, you know, don't fucking put keep them. Right, so, I say there's no more paedophiles, but let's admit there are some left, like Harry pointed out earlier. You know, let's do the list, shall we? Eric Clapton? No, sorry, no, he's just a racist cunt. Cliff Richard, right? R. Kelly, Pete Townsend, Jedward. Yeah, obviously Cliff Richard is definitely, you know, he's obviously likes the young ones, it's quite obvious. Right? R. Kelly still take the piss. Pete Townsend is innocent until proven guilty, if you ask me, because he's my hero, so I'll leave that one. And Jedward, I just thought they'd be funny, so I put them in there. No, they want to actually build a Jedward land. This is what they want to do. We want to build the Jedward land and let all the car kids come over and see us and play with us. They can be free and do what they want to do and all that. It'd be cool. Like, they're never going to go out. They're definitely going to be at it when they get older, that's for sure. Jedward. Anyway, so, I'm going to tell you a little story, quick story, and then later on I might tell you a bit about some TV ideas I've had running in my head for a while. Right, so when I was a kid, at primary school, I had a teacher called Miss O'Malley, right? And she was a very good cunt. Like really good at being a cunt, you know. So much so that one day, I decided to make a voodoo doll replica of her. Because I just saw, at the time, The Witches of Eastwick. Right, which is a must-see.
Women, a mistake? Or did he do it to us on purpose?
Right. So I made a voodoo doll of her, right? And it was really accurate, it was really detailed, you know. And I had all these ideas of, like, you know, sticking needles in it, you know, maybe setting fire to it, feeding it to my dog. But in the end, I just ended up masturbating to it. Which I'm not proud of. You know, I'm not proud of. But it was, like I say, really accurate. You know, I couldn't help it. It was, I mean, the boobs are really natural looking, realistic. And I still, after all these years, I still look back and I think, I wonder if it worked. Like, I wonder if she felt it. You know. Because have you ever seen that film? There's a bit where Jack Nicholson, after he gets fucked over by the women, and he walks through the church and he's just fucked. And I always imagine I'm going to go into school one day and she's just going to come in fucked, just dripping of fucking jizz. Just, I've been for a nightmare. Like, oh, I just imagined her, because she used to play the piano at assembly constantly, right? And it was always the same tune. And she had a daughter at school as well, who just sop it off, right? And she used to play this tune, right? And it'd be like dun 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 dun, like some sort of melody like that. And I always imagined her halfway through go dun 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 dun. What's the matter, mother? What's the matter? And for a moment there, I felt like a small boy just came on my face. Well, it must be nothing. Just crack on. Wait a minute. Definitely had a sensation of being put up a small boy's bottom there, that's for sure. Yeah. So, I regret telling you that. I regret. Automatically, I regret it. Right? But, you know, I mean, I don't regret a lot of things. I've lived a life, let me tell you, you know. Normally, I don't regret much, but I do. I mean, well, since we're on the subject of regret, I may as well tell you, you know. I do regret going to that yoga class and not having a full shower first. That was a mistake. Don't do it. Like, take it from your Uncle Tom. Don't go to yoga without having a proper fucking shower, because they can tell. They can definitely tell it's you, you know. With all those arses bouncing in the air, they can tell it was mine, you know. And there was a point, halfway through, there was a point where she goes, what? She'd never said this before. She goes, right, by the way, I got dragged to this yoga class, just so you're wondering what the fuck I'm doing at yoga, I got dragged. Right? So it's halfway through, she goes, well, I think we all need a bit of fresh air, don't we? Let's just have a break for 10 minutes and then come back. I thought, is it me? I might be paranoid, but I think it was me. Yeah. Right, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Right, my name's Tom Matthews, and you might be able to tell by looking at me, I was brought up and raised on a farm. You know, a weed farm, obviously. Not an animal one. Yeah. I don't do selfie pics, dead against them. Right? You know, think they should be banned. And I'm not a type of man who owns a selfie stick either. You see, when I was a kid, a selfie stick was something your mum kept in the cupboard and you wasn't allowed to touch. I masturbate in between meals. I find it helps with anxiety and depression. No, not digestion, sorry. I always get it mixed up. Sometimes I masturbate to the cricket, if it's on. You know, if it's on. Just to liven it up, because there's one thing I hate, it's fucking cricket. Right? And whenever it's on, I think, you know what, I'm going to beat you, you bastards. You know what, I'm not letting you get me. Do you know what I mean? That's my way of kicking it to the man and saying, look, yes, all right. So, I've got a bargain bucket, a sick bucket, a water bucket, and a nice bucket. And that's my bucket list. Right, so, I'm going to tell you a little bit about some TV ideas I've had, right? I've had these floating in my head for a while. Many years ago, on this very stage, I'd done what I call my TV material, all about how I had a load of TV ideas that was going to save television from the shit it's in at the moment. Right? One of them ideas was to bring back the Crystal Maze. Now, since then, they've brought it back, but not in the manner I would like to have brought it back. Would you like to hear the way I would bring back the Crystal Maze? Yeah. Good, it was more masturbation and shit. Right, I would bring back the Crystal Maze, same format as last time, same sort of presenter and all that, except this time, all the contestants are on crystal meth. Like, that would be the theme, crystal meth, you know, forget the maze bit, you know, it's not a maze, is it? No one, you got more chance of getting fucking lost in Asda's than crystal maze. Right? So we just get with that, and then they have just fucking crystal maze thing. And you know, like when they do the task with the silly fucking thing with sand or what they do? And they have to get like a crystal ball. This time it's going to be a crystal ball of meth. And they've got to fucking smoke it as well before they fucking go into all in the time that they've got in the little rooms. Right? And, oh yeah, fuck. That whole thing, remember when they lock them in a room after they run out a certain amount of time? This time, when we lock them in a room, we fucking lock them in a room. For good. They're not getting out of it. Ever. Like, imagine the celebrity versions we've been doing this, ladies and gentlemen. To be like, oh look, a bit, like, we just leave the skeletons in there, we won't even take the bones out. So we'll have like a sort of, like a museum almost. Oh look, there's the Jedward skeletons over there, look. You can tell by the pointed head in the way. Like that, you know. So this is how we're going to do it. And like, you know, and they still have the silly theme, dun 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 dun, which I've always hated. It's absolute fucking just such a lazy, and it's actually from Superman. If you slow it down, dun 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 dun. Anyway, fuck it up. It's not one. Anyway, so yeah, at the end, what they do at Christmas Maze, they grab all the tickets and all the diamonds, whatever they've got, and they put them into a big crystal ball where they all stand around and they turn on the fan, you might remember this, and they've got to catch as many as they can. This time we put them all in there, the ones that survived, we put them in there, and this time we just turn on the gas. Now who wouldn't watch that? Come on now, fucking ladies and gentlemen, that's fucking TV gold. You know? I fucking watched it. I know a lot of you thinking, none of that's fucking legal, what you're talking about. You know? But the way things go nowadays, if you look at the way, like Wipeout, for example, was filmed in Australia because it wouldn't pass the health and safety law. I don't know if that's true, I just made it up. But yeah, so what we could do, like, we don't have to film it in this country, we can film it somewhere where there's no rules or morals, you know, like Glasgow or something. But I think that's my time up, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
That's good. That's good. I like it. I like it. Tom Matthews. Thank you. What's nice is he's got he's just got that persona of the sort of cheeky London bastard, not bastard because that's sort of northern, isn't it? Sort of cheeky London bastard, and you know, it's quite edgy, quite light, quite edgy, you know, all the stuff about PAEDOS and stuff. And something's come on again. Oh, God. So technical. Yeah, so he's got that persona, and in a way, it's like people like him are good because even though a few times he's slightly off, like what he's saying, or he goes off on a slight tangent, it doesn't matter because the audience is sort of on his side. Most comedians you need to like, don't you? And he's likable straight away, which is a big part of it, I think. Yeah, that's good. It's very good. I'd like to know where the Lion's Den is. Maybe is it in South London? He's from Peckham. I did some stand-up at the King's Head in Crouch End a few times, and as I've said before, it was good. It went quite well. I did a comedian sort of competition thing at Amused Moose, which I think was in Soho, and that didn't go so well. It was shit, actually. I was shit because, well, partly because I'd actually done quite a good gig, and then I stupidly changed and did a whole load of different material. I don't know why I didn't just do the same thing. No one had seen the other stuff. But also, I mean, imagine getting up and doing stand-up to basically a crowd composed of all the other people who you're competing against to do stand-up. So it wasn't exactly the most welcoming audience. Yeah, I just remember the only real laugh I got was that I started with a really shit joke that nobody really got. So there was a sort of virtually a silence after I gave the punchline. And then I said, but seriously, ladies and gentlemen, and that was the only laugh I got because obviously, you know, it wasn't funny. Uh, yes. So Tom Matthews, that's really good. I'd like to know if you're still doing stuff, because I think you know you're good. And yeah, very good. I like it. I like it. I need to maybe go and see more live stand up. I did go recently in Camden. I'll talk about that maybe in another video. So thank you very much, and don't nobody go